The pawnbroker. They take objects from you, giving you the amount of cash they say is appropriate. They tell you how much you will have to pay back to them to get your object back. The amount you pay back will be more than what you borrowed. If you do not pay back in the stated time, the object then becomes theirs, to sell at whatever price they wish. The pawnbroker used to be recognized by their brass balls outside of their shop, but the weather has been cold. Consolidated loans. All debts are paid off by the company, who then charge you interest on your new loan. The interest rate tends to be higher than other places, and the loan can be over a long time period. This means you could pay a great deal of interest on the loan. Sometimes it could be as much as you borrowed on top of your loan. These companies protect themselves against debtors not paying what they owe by securing the debt against your property. If you fail to pay, they have the right to sell your property. Loan sharks. These people operate outside of the law. If you borrow, you expect to pay a massive amount back. They are prepared to use threats or physical force to get all of their money. They know no one will complain, as it is hard for the police to prove an offence has taken place. At least you may be able to claim disability benefit when they have finished with you. Payday loans charge very high interest. If 100% is double to pay back, do you really think you will ever pay their rate back? Big warning. There is no such thing as an unsecured loan. Companies can apply to court for judgments that eventually allow them to seize your property. They can even declare you bankrupt. Why should they lose out? Bigger warning. If you cannot handle your money, then do not handle mine. Have a look at this diagram and see if it makes any sense. You might understand compound interest more. Learn as much as you can about tax to save you money. That's how the rich keep their money. Do not cut up the credit card until you have an official letter saying it has been cancelled. They have hidden charges in the skin print. It's not only money management that can save you money. Invest in the bank of human experience. Make your deposits. Learn things. One day you will make a withdrawal. Use your local library. If you know the language the business is dealing with, it could stop them cheating you. If a tradesman tells you it's the dilithium crystal flange mount oscillating gasket and labour on top of that, you will know if they are telling the truth. The books may even show you how to do it yourself. Any subject. Accounts, building, cooking, decorating, sex. Learn from the emperor's new clothes. Do not copy everybody else. If you are one of the sheep, you will get fleeced. Look how many millionaires were reduced to paupers when someone made off with their investments. I hope you do not have too much money at the end of the money. My money saving tips should not stop you from being spontaneous. That is Tuesday at 7:42 p.m. In the future, our computers will use the cloud. If the cloud breaks, then the next recession will be worse than anything we've seen so far. Back things up. Savings. Savings keep you safe. Savings let you have money set aside in case of disasters you do not expect, and allows you to have money ready for things you do expect. Whatever the reason you save, you want the best return of interest for your money. Current account. Very little interest paid out, but use where money is going in and out regularly. Lets you pay for things by check, standing order, direct debit, gives you access to debit cards. Savings account, deposit accounts. Some offer payout the same as current. The more money you have invested, the more the interest rate is. Read conditions carefully. You can lose interest earned by withdrawing in the wrong way. Internet banking. As you are doing all the work on the computer, the bank does not have to pay staff. This saving is passed on to you as higher interest. Premium bonds remain at the price you paid for them. They give no interest, but if your number comes up on the monthly raffle, you could win untaxed money. Must be bought in blocks of £100 at first, then £10 blocks to a maximum of £30,000. They are not transferable to another person, even on death. Benefits. If you are demanding a self-preservation society when you are safe, do not expect help when you are not. If you resign or are dismissed for misconduct, you will receive no benefit for 6 months. It can take many weeks to process your claim. You will need savings to cover for that time period. Today we are in a global economy. A decision made in a small office on the other side of the world can decide your life. Many people have been thrown onto the benefit system this way. There is an attitude that people on benefits are scroungers, taking the tax pounds from the workers. The politicians use the phrase the hard-working people of this country to reinforce this idea. We all like to think we are the hard-working people they talk about. How safe is your job? With the increasing use of technology, ranging from computers that do the work of 1,000 office workers, through robots in factories that never get tired or hungry, to the small power hand tool, the need for the human worker is reducing steadily, along with the national insurance contributions that pay your benefits. When they lose their job, get pregnant, become disabled, or grow old? Do we say tough, let them fend for themselves, or do we look after each other until they are in a position to look after us? It could be you. If the politician could stop putting the unemployed down and talk about their potential instead, the nation's morale may just go up. Behind each door there is someone wanting a better life. The government says there are millions of unclaimed benefits. To know this, they must have a good idea who is owed. They do not check the nation's computers and send out the help automatically. It is up to the claimant to apply for help. It starts with the B1 form, now on the internet, so you will need access to a computer and all your details to hand. It feels so big that you will get writer's cramp and so degrading, as you have to put down everything you consider private and personal. They check the information given to decide how little they can give you. Also, they check bank details to see if you are lying. This is known as the mean test. When dealing with the civil servant at government offices, do not lose your temper, no matter how frustrated you feel. Most of them are ordinary people like you and me. They live with a system they cannot change. The ones that have been in your position will have sympathy. Others who have stayed in comfort while others suffered will have no idea. Also, they have all the power. If you do get nasty with them, you may find your claim filed under B for back of the radiator. They can lose your claim more efficiently with a computer. Civil servants can be so successful at getting people off the benefit system that their jobs are no longer required. If there is no one to administrate, there is no use for administrators. Many a sanctioneer has been moved from the back of the desk to the front. In one way or another, you will have paid for the benefit system. Do not be afraid to use it. If they throw you off, always appeal. If someone says bad things about you, do not worry. They will find out the truth when they are paid off. As long as you respect yourself, it does not matter what anyone else thinks. There are so many benefits, and they tend to be so complicated and updated and changed regularly that it is too hard to write them all down here. I recommend you get access to the internet, free at your local library. Check out the following sites: